Hi, I am back and doing more units in the Faber and Faber Adult Piano Adventures books. I've noticed a lot of people looking for this, so I thought it would be a good idea to continue this now that I finally have time to finish it up. I'll eventually have all of the units of both of the adult books in my YouTube channel. And if anyone would like any of the music from the classics or popular book, please let me know. We're going to start with primary chords in C major. Primary chords are the three chords in any key that are the most important chords, meaning they're the three chords you'll see the most in there. So when we talk about primary chords, we mean the numbers 1, 4, and 5. And this is the case for all major and minor keys. The reason we use numbers is the numbers never change. The letters do. So in C, it's C, F, and G. So let's go ahead with the primary chord study, where we start with the C chord, and then move on to F, and then G, and then back to C. Cross the left over the right, right comes back. Then broken chord. Go to F. Clear the pedal. As you're moving higher on the piano, let your body follow what you're doing. This technique will really help you. Back to C. Then end it here. On to the next page. We get to the 4-chord warm-up in C. The 4 chord is the F chord again. We're going to play this in an inverted format. So the normal 4 chord, or F chord, looks like this. It's F, A, C. Inverting means to take the note from the bottom or top and move it to the other side. So we're going to take the C and move it to the bottom. So it creates the chord C, F, A. It's still an F chord as long as it has F, A, C in it somewhere. So here's your 4-chord warm-up. It's fairly simple. I don't think it's necessary to over-practice this one. Now let's move on to Rise and Shine. This one goes at a fairly quick tempo. I'll try not to play it too fast. And I'm not going to use any pedal to help it kind of come through a little bit easier and be easier to understand what I'm playing. But know that if you see a pedal mark, you can use the pedal. But I suggest in first practicing, don't use pedal until you've learned the piece. Now on to Trumpet Concerto in the key of C major. This is a real trumpet concerto by Haydn. You can look this up online and find somebody playing it. Now it's a much longer piece than what you see here, so if you do look it up, it may be a little hard, and I'm going to put a link to a version of it in the comments. Now on to The Entertainer by Scott Joplin. This is a piece originally written for the piano. Scott Joplin did not write the word cheerfully though. He wrote not fast in his original version of this. And so what I'm going to do is, instead of thinking of it cheerfully, not that you shouldn't play any piece cheerfully, but I'm going to think of it as not fast. The reason he wrote that is so people didn't play it too fast. A lot of his music did go quite quickly, and it could be common to overplay the tempo a little bit. Now on to lead sheets. This is, I think, the first lead sheet in this book. A lead sheet is something where you just get the melody line or the treble clef line and are given the chord symbols, which are the letters you see above the music. What you're going to do for this one is first learn the right hand, learn that melody, then go through the chords, make sure you understand what chords you will be playing, and just play a blocked chord every measure, or just wherever you see that chord symbol. After you get good at that, then you can break the chord up a little bit, and I'll show an example of that at the end of this. First time through, I'm going to play blocked chords, and I'm not going to use pedal, again, so you can hear it a little bit better. As we get into future units, I will use the pedal more. Now for some broken chords. The first one I'm going to show you starts with the bottom note played by itself and the top two notes played twice by themselves, like this. The second one I'm going to do is an arpeggiated chord, which is bottom, middle, top. Like that. There's lots of other type of broken chords you can do. It can get much more complicated if you want it to. The last thing in the book is the chord etude. These technique pages oftentimes are very useful. There are a lot of other techniques that you need to do, though. These technique pages are not the only thing to do in technique. I have a lot of videos on other techniques and exercises that you can do. This one's going to go through all of the different chords in different positions on the piano. Now remember something that I said earlier, move your body with the movement of your arms. If one arm is moving up, move up with it. If the other arm's moving down, if both arms are moving up, absolutely move with it, because you don't want to let either of your hands move too far past the middle of your body. This one I will use the pedal. and end with C. If you have any questions, please let me know about any of the pieces in this unit. If you liked that video, please give me a like. If you have any comments, please leave them underneath. And if you want to see more videos, look to the ones over on the right of the screen right now and take a look at one of these or any of my other videos. And please subscribe if you want to see anything new when it comes up. Thanks a lot.